Hey guys, this is Josh from Midnight Auto Repair coming back to you on an impromptu video. So, doing an oil change on my '07 Silverado. You guys know the tow pig. I'll put it up there so you guys can follow along. But started off with a Valvoline Restore and Protect oil change. And I'm talking, drop the oil pan off, did the oil pan gasket, pickup tube O-ring, clean everything in parts washer. So I know the pan was spotless. Started off with 530 Restore and Protect because I wanted to give that a shot. So put a few hundred miles on it. Then I went on that epic road trip to acquire that back there from Pennsylvania. And, well, must have put a lot of heat into it because I'm going to show you guys what the Valvoline Restore and Protect did to the engine. I'm not mad. Stay tuned. So we're on finger point mode right now because, well, I really just want to go over this. This wasn't really meant to be a video. I didn't get too crazy with it. I just wanted to show everybody. So I was in a hurry yesterday trying to change the oil because I was watching oil pressure fluctuate around just a wee bit. It used to go up to about 58, 60 psi, and it was starting to come up to only about 40. So I had a feeling I knew what was going on, and I know the inside of this engine was just absolutely disgusting. Like, I'll see if I can't find some pictures and post them up somewhere in the top corner there. When I had the oil pan off, I mean, the inside of this engine was just filthy, black, nasty, sludgy. Nothing looked like metal anymore. So this is a worst case scenario doing this. And this is why I wanted to put it out there because there's one other video that a gentleman had done, and he had showed that the vehicle had sludged up an oil filter pretty quickly. I think he said 2,000 miles. I went almost 3 before it really started gnawing at the back of my brain there. So drain the oil. I'm gonna come around here. I'm gonna show you. So this is the oil pan, and this has had time to drain down overnight. All the residual oil still kind of hanging down the bottom there. But what started coming out were these sludgy, nasty chunks from inside the motor, and like that guy there. That's from inside this engine. This pan, I made sure was absolutely spotless. You could eat off of it. So, okay, I had a feeling it was starting to break some things up. Then I cut the filter open because I always cut my filters open. Only way to keep track of it. And when I cut it open, I started seeing in the bottom of it just absolutely filled with sludge. And my guess is if I were to go through and if I had two hands, like I said, I'm not really set up for this particular one today. I just kind of want to make an impromptu video. But my guess is this thing was about ready to go into bypass. Or it may have been starting to go into bypass because of the way the pressure was going. So, yes, that actually had sludged over to the point where you may run into an issue. And like I say, it's no fault of the Restore and Protect. That's actually doing exactly what it was supposed to do. Now, I did put a 100 255. That is a PF63 crossover for you guys looking for a Napa Gold filter. By the way, this is also the new series of the PGI Napa Golds. So it's not Manhummel anymore, and it hasn't been Wix since 2016. So I figure I'd put that information out there too if you're watching from the cut open world. 2016 was the end of the Wix era. Just recently was the end of the Manhummel. and now we're at the PGI. So if you guys really want, I have access to all of these, except for maybe like an OG Wix filter. But what I can do is I can actually cut apart a Napa Gold and a Manhummel Napa Gold and see what the difference is. Now, I had a feeling this oil change was going to be interesting, and I kind of prepared for it. So I wanted either the PF63, which, like I said, that's the crossover to it, or I have this one, 47060, which I don't think is available anymore. This is kind of like new old stock. But 7060 is normally a PF48 crossover for GM. Uh-oh, wind took that one away. So if you're Napa and you want a oil filter that's the stock size for, oh wow, look at that wind, just taking everything away from me here. But if you're at Napa and you want a factory or the crossover for 48, part number is going to be 7060. You want a crossover for the PF63, which is the oversized filter for these, 100 255. But guys, I just kind of wanted to make that one quick, short, sweet, and to the point. Yes, Valvoline Restore works extremely well. So if you're starting off with an engine that's just absolutely a nightmare, do like a 2,500 mile oil change. Do an abbreviated oil change. I was going to run it all the way out to 4 until I started seeing oil pressure issues. Once I started seeing oil pressure issues, never hurts to drain the oil and change the filter. And in that case, believe it or not, right back it was. So that was the issue the whole time, was either the pickup was starting to get clogged up with the now loose chunks of sludge and hardened material, or the filter itself was plugged up and it was going into bypass. And that's what I'm going to guess it was the filter was going into bypass. Because whenever a filter goes into bypass, at that point, the only thing that you have inside of there is that little porthole feeding the engine with oil, whereas it's supposed to have lubrication, the oil circulating around the whole thing. So you actually end up with a better flow instead of coming through the little pressure relief valve. So, guys, I just wanted to bring you in. I didn't mean for this to be a big video. In fact, I didn't even mean for this to be a video. I was just trying to sneak through and get an oil change done before the rain showed up. And, well, I found that, and I wanted to show you guys. And if you really want me to, I'll hold on to this, and I will actually cut it open, furl it all out. But I just didn't have the time today. And let you guys see it. And if you want to see me do some comparisons on some of the Napa filters that we currently have, the new PGI style, the older Manhummel style, I'll be happy to do it. So, guys, if you liked what you saw, or at least you were informed, subscribe, give me a thumbs up. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps me out. I really, really hope that you guys have a wonderful day. See you on the next one.